Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. My name is Joel and this is a stable life. I was down here getting some batteries for the good old camera and look at our beautiful mom. Hard at work taking care of the horses today. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, I did.
That's beautiful. That's exactly what we want to hear. Today is another Monday. That's right. She is hard at work. Today's her day to take care of the horses. You guys are going to be coming with me. We're going to be hard at work on the farm today. Today is the first day of the 2024 hay season. So it's going to be a big day. Let's get started. We're going to be starting the day in this tractor, but before we do, since I'm going to be in it for a while and it doesn't have AC, it's going to be a bit of a warmer day today. I'm going to get some extra water so that I'm set for the day. To be clear, the tractor does come with AC. Every single year it breaks. Every single year we have someone come and fix it, and then it breaks again. So I don't think it's ever actually fixed when it's fixed, but that's a problem for another day. And while I'm here, I just thought I'd show you guys all the cookies that we made last night. We made 110 dozen between Gavin, Megan, and I. Oh, look at these window vents open. Only way I'm staying cool today. I'm actually starting the day a little late. I was asked to be here 7 a.m. 7 to 8 a.m. because of all the stuff that we got to do today. But we didn't finish cookies until about midnight last night, and I was completely soaked because, well, that kitchen gets hot. So until I was showered and all cleaned up, got in bed about 1 a.m. So I woke up late this morning. I did get a good night's sleep. I pretty much died. But we're back at it this morning. And I don't plan on making up lost time. I think rushing is how you break things. We're gonna try to take our time and make sure that we're thinking everything through, especially considering that there's a chance that it might be a little foggy today. So please bear with me. My apologies if I sound a little foggy, a little froggy. So the first thing that we're going to be doing today is we are hooking up to the rotary chopper. Basically a 15-foot wide giant piece of metal that just creates death and havoc. That's what I call it. That is a little challenging to hook up, but I think we got this, guys. I think we got this. Oh, this is already looking good. I think we're going to hook up nice. This hitch is a swivel hitch. It's designed so that when you're mowing hills, the weight isn't on the tongue of the tractor, which could potentially flip the tractor. So this is how it's supposed to be, and then it goes up like that. Like that, back. Now all I need to do is just get the tongue just in there. Can this go up? Oh, I was going down. This thing is extremely heavy. I believe this is the heaviest implement that we have on the farm. The corn planter might be heavier, but all the weight's on the back. This has all the weight on the front. So I think that should be all right. And the corn planter is only heavier when it's fully loaded with fertilizer and seed. At least that's my guess. It might not actually be heavier. Oh, we're perfect. We're perfect, guys. We did it! Yeah! That's the worst part right there. Perfect. Now I can lower this jack. Okay, now for the next hard part, hooking up the PTO shaft. Woo! Oh, we're flying today, guys. We're flying. We've got 3 hydraulics, one that controls the height, and then one for each wing. Okay, this is our height. We're gonna have that as blue. This is our right wing. This is gonna be green. Or no, right wing, that'll be brown. And left wing. Left wing's green. Hopefully I don't have those backwards. Everything hooked up right the first try. Oh, I can't believe it. These are wing locks. You put these in when you're going down the road, so if a hydraulic pops out, the wing don't fly down and then, you know, hit a random car or something. Okay, let's roll. I don't know if I can illustrate just how amazing it is that all of that just hooked up so easily right on the first try. That's pretty crazy. This is the first time this machine's being turned on this year, but everything's gonna work on it. It's not like anything was put away good. And it's a pretty simple piece of machinery. It's powered via the tractor's engine through directly a PTO shaft. So gearboxes don't really have a ability to just go bad randomly unless something eats through the seal underneath, letting all the oil out of it. That would be fun, huh? All right, let's get to the field. wings are down. Go ahead and fire up the PTO here. This is where things are gonna get a little loud. This chopper's a bit on the older side, so it's not really known for its quietness. Pretty loud out there, ain't it? So this is the field that we're mowing. It's a bit on the weedy side over here. This is gonna be planted in corn. So it's gonna be no-till planted. And that means basically there's no tillage. So if we were to plant it just like this, then all these grasses and weeds and everything will be choking out the corn. But by rotary chopping it, that basically kind of gives the corn its own advantage and is allowed to outgrow these weeds. After all, corn is grass. All right, let's get this field mowing, shall we? Let's roll! Oh yeah, hitting the high gear. Just a cool little thought here. If you see this path to my right, this path has been here for as long as I can remember. And it's one of our horse trails. So the trail you can run right through here and then follow it down those fields, down over there to that woods. And then that's our woods. You can go down inside that and explore on your horse or four-wheeler or whatever. That's what the guys do. The guys go down on their four-wheelers. You know, I've been down there on both. It's quite nice. I like it down there on horseback. It's super peaceful. This side of the woods, it's like super peaceful and nice. That side of the woods, there's a lot more like water and everything going through it. And it's a little bit more hilly, so it's a little bit more like a technical ride. And then out there, there's a lot of hills that you can run on. And if you look way out there, you can see our pile of rocks, the other side of the farm over there. How cool. And then there's the farm. Got the greenhouses, the farm market, and the horse stable. Guys like my PTO holding device? Patent pending. I kid. But it's pretty simple. This is the PTO. That's the hand throttle, so you'll see my feet don't have to touch anything. Tractor's just running itself. We're running at 540 RPM on the gauge. And then over there's our 3 hydraulics. Left wing, just made some more baby rocks. Up and down for the whole unit, right wing. I even have a 4th hydraulic should I need it. How fancy. This used to be the only tractor with 4 hydraulics, but the, actually I think it still is the only, because the 120 have 4 hydraulics? If it does, there will be a clip right now of me saying that it does. If it doesn't, then well, look at this, guys, we figured out something together. Stop it, rocks. You've had your chance. You guys can tell this is a field we haven't rock picked yet. Sweet, there we go. That is one field done. Ow! Many, many more to go. There we go. Boom, folded. How nice, huh? Well, that looks good. Looks really good. Elsewhere on the farm, Daniel is actively mowing hay right now. We have 105 or so acres of hay this year, potentially more actually. It's my understanding that they got even more hay ground. And then we have our main hay farm that we are currently, working on and taking care of. We won't be mowing any of that hay yet. That is still growing. We're gonna give that a little bit extra time. By the way, I just want to say, look how good that wheat looks. Looks sharp. It's not driving it, huh? There's those straw bales. They're using those as bedding for the cows. Our next field is just over the hill. If you look, we got a clover field. Quite a lot of weeds in it, but that's a clover field. And then right next to it is a field that we are gonna be rotary chopping, and then it's a hay field. So that's pretty exciting. I like this field, it's pretty. It's got 2 trees in it. It's very picturesque. You can always tell it's May and June when everything just looks so lush and green and vibrant and alive. I love it. I love it so much. All right, here we are. Let's get back to chopping, huh? There we go. Okay, everything's up. Let's fire it up. Woo! When everything's so grassy, it's almost a little challenging to see where the edges are. I don't want to accidentally mow a hayfield the wrong way. You want to mow with a disc vine, not a rotary chopper. Because this is, like I said, it's a lawnmower. It doesn't preserve any of the quality, it just mulches everything up. The disc vine only cuts it off at the bottom and preserves the whole quality of the crop. Pretty fancy thing. If I see it, we're gonna get some video of it, because it's pretty spicy. Stop it! Rocks! Stop it! Just don't listen, I don't know what to tell you. We're going around the tree. Big tree. So pretty, isn't it? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming off of one. Just incredible. To be truthfully honest with you guys, I do not know what is being planted in these fields. My thought is it's being no-till planted corn, but I wasn't told what's being planted here, so I don't actually know. When I do know, I will tell you though. You can be sure of that. All right, so we're having a bit of a problem on the, well, from the cab, it would be the left wing. And I think I know exactly what the problem is. Yep. Oh, that's too tight. I gotta take the tension off of it. Now what I need is a giant wrench. And when I was doing corn stalks, I had it, but I don't have one right now. So we only have my hands. So I need to tighten that. And that right there is a tensioner that puts tension on this wheel down. So if you look, see how this wing is lower than that wing? So that means this wing is hitting a little bit more rocks because it's at a lower height than what my height is set to. So we'll just have to kind of watch it. I'll pick it up with the hydraulics to make up for that. That's what I did last year. And then we'll get a wrench and tighten that once we're back at the farm. So that's the plan. Well guys, that's it for what we call the home farm. Now we're heading on over to the back 40. Time to fold up and hop on out. Now I will be doing some road travel, so we're gonna lock those pins in. And I'm also gonna stop at the farm and get that wrench. Okay, good news guys. We're at the next farm. I happen to know that this is being planted in vegetables. Pretty cool. We're gonna rotary chop this all up and then this is getting tilled. I have that back wheel fixed. You can see it's now sitting flat. And in the event that it starts to loosen again, I brought the pipe wrench with me, so we're definitely good. We're mint. We're mint, guys. Got good news, guys. While I was back at the farm and tightening it up, Brian showed up and saw that all the windows were open, and he said, "Is the air not working in that tractor again?" I said, "Yep." He said, "Okay." So he immediately called, and I guess they're sending out a different service tech that's gonna give it his best and see how he can get it fixed. So, cool. You won't hear me complaining too much. I mean, air conditioning is nice, especially in these cab tractors. I have talked about this before. I would take a cabless tractor over a cab tractor that doesn't have AC. Because the cabless tractors, you at least get that airflow, whereas with these cab tractors, it's you're in an oven, you're just cooking. But it is nice I don't get the pollen and everything flying at me. I believe later this afternoon we're actually going to be on my tractor, so which is good because that'll be the hottest part of the day. That section of grass behind me, there's an irrigation hose in there. They want me to clean that up, so I'm going to have to get out and find that hose and move it, so that I don't hit it, because those are expensive and this rotary chopper will not be too kind to it. Wow, this is probably one of our best wheat fields. Look at this. That came up so beautifully. Just awesome. All right, let's see how this looks once it's complete. Noisy, isn't it? I actually got to share this experience with you guys because I think you might find this a little funny. So the entire time that I've rotary chopped, I've always been kind of micromanaging the hydraulics on the wings, up, down, a little bit. There's about 2 inches of built-in play in the rotary chopper that allows, so if the hydraulic is stiff and your tractor does not have floating hydraulics, to kind of let the wing float about 1 inch or 2, but of course, you know, the ground sometimes moves more than that. And I've never thought about putting the hydraulics in float for the rear, as crazy as that sounds, until I was watching it, you know, as you guys are currently watching a YouTube video. I was watching a YouTube video just about some guy out rotary chopping. He was all excited, he got his new batwing mower, and the first thing he said was, "Super happy my tractor has floating hydraulics so I can put the wings in float." And I was like, all these years I've been rotary chopping and that has not occurred to me once. So I get in the 130, sure enough, we've got floating hydraulics, and let me tell you, I think the cut speaks for itself. It's beautiful. Just what I'm getting at is you're never too old to learn. Humility is definitely one of the best qualities to have. Oh man. On a good note about the air conditioning, just thought I'd bring this out. Usually, right now, Brian is currently taking care of some things in what would normally be the 100, but because we got the new tractor, Daniel's in the new tractor, meaning that Brian is now in the 110, which is that older tractor. PD really likes it. Pretty much everyone loves it. It's like one of the best running tractors we have on the farm. Well, that one has working AC, so this means that Brian is actually getting to work in air conditioning. He usually never gets to do that, so that makes me really happy. I'm happy that he is in comfort because he needs that. That man works harder than anyone else that I know. It's incredible. Okay. This field's done. We've got to clean this up. We've got a pipe right there. You can see it. Thankfully, I did not hit it. I was up high enough. We got to pull that out, and we've got fields over here we got to mow. We're going to hit this later because it is 11:30, so maybe I'll get that after lunch. The next field we're chopping is the one that all the round bales were stored in. Right over there is for the hay for the cows. That's the hay for the horses. We're going to be mowing around that, and we're mowing this, and we also are mowing everything that you see here. Like over top of the plastic, right in front of us. So this is going to be a big field, and it's going to take a lot of chopping. Now that's about as far as we've gotten so far. The truck's here to pick me up for lunch. So let's grab a quick snack and get back to work. Just in case you guys wanted to see what's for lunch today, it is chipped venison. So this is deer meat with some flour and what else?
Milk.
Milk.
Butter. Milk
and butter. There you go.
The cream sauce.
Makes like a nice cream sauce. This is like a staple of my childhood, I gotta tell you right here. We take that and put that on 2 pieces of bread, usually toast it. It's pretty good. Well, we made it back. Turns out I'm mowing a lot more than I thought. If you guys look behind me, we've got this field. We've got all the way over to the wheat field over there. And we have this entire stretch here going up to the path. We also have all of that around the trees. That's a lot to mow. So I'm thinking we might have this field done around 3. It is 12:30 right now. So let's get going, huh? Well guys, we got that whole section done. We're now heading into the rough patch. This is, if you were ever curious what these mulch rows look like after a year, well, here you go. This is what they look like. And my job is gonna be driving over top of these with the rotary chopper, but making sure that I'm high enough that the blades don't catch the rows or the mulch, only the weeds. And we're just kind of topping the weeds. It's also gonna be a little bumpy because all the rows, so the tractor will be moving side to side based on the rows. There we go. And then once these are all topped, the only thing that is not biodegradable in these fields is that drip tape. Sadly, it can't be reused, so that is taken out and that is gotten rid of. And then the field is turned over, and it's my understanding this is gonna be pumpkins. So that's what this is getting turned into. Pretty cool. Let's turn this into that. It's like I'm riding a fucking Bronco. Oh my word. Now it's not as bad. Work with it. Work with it. Oh my word! Thankfully, I only need to do that part once. That's the end row. It's a little crazy, huh? Well, I got drip tape caught in the blades on the left wing and the center. The right too, but I was able to dislodge it. I could get this taken care of out here in the field, but I don't have a knife on me. So I'm going to head back to the farm and get a knife, and then have that with me if this were to happen again. It looks like somebody was pulling the drip tape up, and so a lot of it was kind of like up, and the second a blade caught it, it took all 150 feet of it and just wrapped it all underneath. So yeah, no damage or anything like that, just it's caught under there and I got to get it out before I can continue. So we're heading homebound. It's quite a lot. Here we go. Boy, that makes that easy, huh? Now for this next one, I have to crawl underneath the chopper, so I do not crawl underneath anything that does not have a full stop on it. So that, just in case these tractors' hydraulics fail, this won't crush me. Well, now you guys are getting to see what it looks like underneath the chopper and how big these blades are. Don't worry, I'm gonna blow myself off with the air compressor here so that I don't have to worry about being dusty all day. Dusty and dirty. There we go. Make sure everything's good up there. So these blades move, and actually, as you can see, if they hit something really big, they swing. Same with those. Am I clear? I think so. All right, we're all set. I'm bringing that knife back with me. I'm gonna get an extra bottle of water while I'm here because I'm almost out of that. And we're gonna get back to it. Woo, it's warm in here, man. Wow. It says it's 80 degrees outside right now. And I think in here it's probably about 10, maybe 15 degrees warmer. So I'm thinking 90, 95 in here. Lots of water, don't worry. Just got an extra fresh bottle. Got another here. Drinking 5 so far. So that's 6 and 7. Probably will drink another 4 or 5 yet. Make sure I don't hit anybody. And we're good. We did it. When I get back, I think I'm gonna work the section of the field that doesn't have any mulch in it. That way I can just kind of save this mulch problem for last. It is the most annoying thing to rotary chop after all. So we got that field done. So all that's cleared up. By the way, I am very sad to report that I did not know Jake was out here. I think I kind of killed Jake a little bit. Oh man. In other news, I don't have the hydraulics and float for this field. I have it set so it's more rigid. So that does mean that we are riding higher. I think that will fix this issue and we shouldn't have what happened to me last time. But if we do, I've got the knife, so we're okay. This does require a little bit more concentration, so I'm gonna put the camera down and put the pedal down. Let's go! Well, I have no idea how much time has passed, but that's done. Woo! That wasn't that fun. I was like, oh man, actually 90% done. It caught a drip tape, even with it up, got sucked up into it. It pulled this whole mass clump into it, ended up tripping the slip clutch and everything. The unit's fine, but I had to get out in the field and cut the thing loose and inspect everything. Here we go, all chopped. Boop, 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 boop. We just have one thing left to chop. It's up here, it's right around these trees. And that's also got an irrigation pipe in it that we gotta pull out. And it's 3 o'clock, so I'll probably be done 3:15, 3:20 down there. So I don't know what I'm doing next. We just find out from Brian quick here. Let's watch. 81. Feels like it's gotta be 96 in here. Whew. I stepped outside, you know, to clear off the drip tape, and I came back in here and I was like, oh, so much worse in here. Hey, everything's going good. I am just about done. I just have to do that little section around the trees. After I'm done, where did you want me to put the 130? And did you want me to start tedding hay? I'd be happy to use mine. Backyard, got it. And the tedders in the blue barn? Okay, okay, great, perfect, thanks Brian. Okay, all right, bye. Sounds like they're fixing something. I hear drills running in the background. You guys wanna go for a walk outside where it's like not 100 degrees? I think that sounds like a great idea. I think we should definitely do that. Let's do it. You gotta be kidding me. I had 2 rows. 2 rows. Get out of there. You know, something that I think is kind of funny is anytime I'm in a situation where I'm walking through tall grass like this, now I do need to be mindful. Snakes, you know, as you guys see on the channel, snakes are here. But my wife is from Florida where snakes are way more of an issue. And so she just won't flat out do it. And I get that. Here's the pipe. So we need to kind of find an end to it and then kind of just pull it out of the way because all of this is what needs to be cut. Because I guess all this right up here, they're planning on laying in new mulch. So that means that all of this will need to be run irrigation. And they're hoping that I can, by chopping this down, make it easier for them run an irrigation pipe, which honestly is a pretty great idea. So there it is. I think I need to start pulling. It is a beautiful day out. Right now, it is 81 degrees, mostly sunny. Look at this, this really cleaned up nice here. So I guess they got a couple fields that they're plowing here. They're plowing this, plowing that down there. Like I said, all the tillage we do anymore is just for vegetables. Really crazy. When I first started, we tilled everything. Not gonna lie, it's a lot less fun doing it the other way, doing it this way, but you know. Oh, I found an end. We did it, guys. Okay, so that's an end. Okay, now I just need to This is gonna go right back along this tree line here. It's just, right now I need it out of there so I can mow in there. Let's see if we've got, there's the connection. I think this will unconnect nice and easy for me. Yeah, I knew better than that. I knew that better. Won't be able to get that piece here. How about you? Will you unconnect? Nope. That's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I don't need you to unconnect. Yeah, you're cool. Let's just kind of make a little pile of hose. What is good is that that over there is not connected to this over here, which means that I can make 2 hose piles and then we're good. I have no idea how expensive this is, but I know it's not cheap. And I know they just got new ones last year. Now, you might be wondering how come these aren't taken away in the winter and brought back out in the summer. I have no idea. I have no idea. That's a good question for a different channel. What you and I need to be concerned with is not the politics. No, no, no. We just need to make sure that we don't wreck our uncle's stuff. That's what we need to make sure we don't do. Okay. Almost there. Oh, there's still water in these. That's crazy. Okay, that's definitely out of the way enough. All right, let's cut to pristine green. Well, there we go. We're done. Woo. We're done rotary chopping anyway. So we'll park this. As you guys heard from the phone call, we're then going to go Ted. I'm gonna be using my tractor. I gotta go out there and lock everything in road position and then park it. Get some more fresh water, and then let's ride. Mark your calendars, guys. May 20th, first day we've cut hay for the 2024 hay season. We're going to ted it today, probably be tedding it tomorrow. Yes, that would be baling it Wednesday. Weather permitting, of course. Let's give that a shot. Let's see here. So this should be out. Should be in. Well, that definitely works. She's got some flow. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, AC works way better on this one. Woo! Now we're talking. Now I have actually a number of videos that exactly referenced by this process that we're doing. I'm gonna link that video in the description so you guys can click on it. If you don't know what's going on, that'll really give you an in-depth process with what's happening here. But basically we are conditioning the hay, which is getting it from freshly cut to freshly baled. It's that process right in the middle here. So we're gonna spread it out over the field, let the sun, let the wind do its thing. That's exactly what these guys do. They're just going through here and just wreaking havoc on the field, throwing everything everywhere, making it like it's a nice blanket of hay. So, you wanna see the process? Of course you do. Let's do it. Hay's looking nice. This tractor runs this thing so smooth. Groundhog hole, I'd go faster, but you don't want to hit those going too quick. You can really damage a lot of stuff. Neighbor stable. They only have their own. Pretty horses. Okay, we have this little field and then a field right next to it, and in between it is some sweet corn. That's kind of exciting. Time is 4:25. Well guys, we are done for today. We have a few more fields that are over on the other side, but it's getting late to the point that tedding it really doesn't matter now because it's going to get dew on it. So we're going to wait until tomorrow morning once the dew burns off and then ted it then. Thankfully, we have today, tomorrow, and Wednesday to get everything collected. and out of the rain. Tractor did absolutely awesome. I think it really liked being opened up and run pretty good. Doing loader work all the time. These engines really like to work pretty good. So it's happy. Tedder was smooth as molasses, man. That was easy. I hope that you guys are as excited as I am. Our hay is looking pretty nice. I mean, I stopped at the thin part of the field, but I mean, you know, this is all horse hay here. So I'm excited. The horses do not know what's on their way, but I know that they are going to love it so much. Before we conclude the video, it is time to do our questions segment. So at the time of the filming, the next video is great vegetables start here, and I'm just gonna pick a random question. Here we go. Okay, well, I got like 3 questions. Oh, 4 questions. My goodness, there's so many. There's actually like some really good ones here. I'm actually gonna answer all 4 because the answers are pretty simple. So we've got first one's from Tina Fitzwater. Is your dad the only farrier for the stable? No, he works on our horses, but there are a number of other farriers that come to the stable. I don't film them. A lot of them are kind of get in, get out, really kind of focusing on getting the job done. But there is 3 other farriers. If you include my dad, there's 4 farriers. Actually, I think there's 5 now, if you include my dad, that are taking care of all 25 horses at the stable. So, yep, he's not the only one. I got another one here. What happened to the donkey dance? I'm gonna answer that because I know a lot of people have been talking about that. So here's the answer. We used to do the donkey dance, and if you don't know what it is, you have to go back to like year 1 and year 2 of the channel to find it. And it was basically every single time we went out to feed the donkeys, Gavin would pop some grooves, do a cool dance. We called it the donkey dance. It was fun. It was something that you guys absolutely loved. And then it kind of disappeared overnight, and everyone's been wondering what happened to it. I think people meant it in the best of intentions, but everybody that shows up here would always see Gavin, and then immediately on first seeing him, request that he does the donkey dance for them. I don't need to tell you guys how old that gets. So we scrapped the whole thing because it just got to the point that people wouldn't say hello. They would just be like, yo, it's the donkey dance, dude. Do the donkey dance. And it's like, no, that's disrespectful. We're not gonna do that. So, donkey dance is gone. Might show up here and there as just like a fun thing, but that's why we don't do it every video. Our next question's from Roxy Blair, which says, if you pick rocks every year or so, where do the new rocks keep coming from? Awesome question. If we never till the soil, there won't be any new rock. Just what's there is gone, and then that's it. But when you plow the soil or till the soil, what's underneath gets flipped. So all those rocks that are underneath come up. Not to mention here in Pennsylvania, what does happen is when the ground freezes and thaws, it slowly pushes the rocks up to the surface. So if there's lots of rocks underneath, what'll happen if you have a lot of dirt on top is the rocks will slowly work their way up out of the soil as you have your seasons. And then a field that wasn't rocky will suddenly become rocky over time. So it's something that you have to do every now and then, but there is a certain point that you reach where you just about tapped out all the rocks. Hope you got the answer there. All right, our last one. What do you do with the old discs? Good question. Pretty much the scrapyard. They go right to the scrapyard, they get melted down and then recycled into some other metal for some other project somewhere. Could use them for an art project if you want, but that's that. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed spending the day with me out on the farm. It was awesome having you guys with me. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that like button and make sure that you're subscribed to catch up to date on everything that's going on here at A Stable Life. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.